Why, hello there. It's Friday. There are 3 sports we follow with the sports algorithms. Let's do a quick video because they've been winning. I won again yesterday. Yep, that's right. Won again yesterday. Algorithms had a pretty good day. College basketball had a pretty good day yesterday. I don't have the stats in here. This is one of the things I do now because I'm kind of lazy and I don't send out the emails every day with all of the files because keeping track of all the scores of all the games and historically recording them and adding to this, it makes it a lot of work. And it's something I'm trying to put out for people to let people like yourself to edit this thing and be able to create this yourself with the data so that you don't have to rely on me. Now, all that being said, you can buy these. It's now like $175 because I told you I'm raising the price $25 every day it wins, and I'm dropping it $25 every day I lose money betting on these because it just keeps winning, and I can't not share that. So, all right, NBA. We won both games yesterday, I believe. It says 2-0, right? Yesterday, or it was 127? Or what are we looking? No, we're looking at college basketball. Sorry, this is not NBA. This is NBA. I know there's a lot of things going on at once, and I'm about to get on the road here. So here's NBA. NBA did good yesterday. That's what I'm trying to say. We won both games. If you look at what that looked like, I bet on Golden State to win just because I was like, I don't want to mess around with this, and they won. So that was good. You can see the health numbers have changed now because they're showing today's health. One thing I wanted to start to touch on in these videos is how do you do complex editing to things. One of the most difficult things in this file, the NBA file, because everything else is pretty straightforward. You just paste the injury report from RotoWire here. You paste the player stats here. You paste the two team stats things here and here. And then you're left with the injury pivot, and you go right-click here, and you right-click and refresh. And sometimes the names, these grouping names, will change. These are groups you can automatically create in Excel. You can actually see all these, all the names of these things. Well, you can ungroup them and regroup them to make them kind of easier to work with, right? So now I just ungrouped them. Now you highlight all of them, and you group them again right here. And then once you've grouped them, a new layer is created at top. You can shrink that layer. And once you do that, then you get this. And then you just have to change this formula and have the formula is pulling from wherever I had it previously. So you can see it out here. It's right there. You just grab it and put it right there. And then you paste this formula down like that. And now you've updated how this thing works, and everything works fine. Anyway, that's how these health numbers end up getting changed because they're connected to stuff in the cube right here, the operating strengths right here. Anyway, all right, that's the technical breakdown for NBA. Let's talk about the games today. So there's a big schedule. This is going to be a quick video. Never, ever quick videos with me. It just sucks. Sorry. All right, so well, the order has generally been pretty good, NBA. I mean, whatever distribution we've been using here in this standing sheet, it's kind of just a basic distribution of stats. Somehow has actually been, I'd say NBA has been a success since we started this, almost on like day 2 or day 1 even. It really has been good. So what do we do here? You look at spread cover numbers. You look at health numbers. Like here you got Denver healthier than New Orleans, even though it's in New Orleans. And that's not that bad of a line. It says they covered the spread also here because of this. They're not completely healthy, but they're healthier than New Orleans. You got an even game between the Hawks, fairly even. 92% is pretty healthy for the Celtics. They're an underdog. Same thing with the Jazz and Grizzlies getting healthier. One thing I've noticed going through all the different algorithms and pasting the injury report every day is that one thing that's been consistent over the last week or so is that every single injury report for every sport has gotten smaller every day. Meaning, the number of players, the number of games are still going on, but people are coming off the COVID list is really what's going on. So I think that the Omicron has really worked its way through, and you see teams getting healthier all around for the most part. Now, we might continue to have waves of the virus, and continue to test positive. But we seem to be getting through a winter wave right now, according to all the different sports algorithms injury reports that I've been grabbing. So I don't know. Look at this. I haven't really dug into it too much, but that's the look for NBA. Now, NCAA men, smaller slate today, only 18 games it says. One thing I noticed was there's a home underdog on here. These are the pot of gold picks. The strength of schedule is -3, so they have played weaker teams, but it says Boston University at +125 because they're at home against Colgate. So we'll see if they can whiten up their teeth against Colgate today with a win. Here, look at this. Boise State against a Fresno State at 68%. Just to be sure that those injuries are injuries that are really keeping people out, that aren't game time decisions. What you could do is you could search all the Fresno State stuff here. It's this guy, Orlando Robinson, who is a game time decision actually with an ankle, and so's this guy with a knee. Knees, I feel, well, actually they're both bad. Point is seeing that actually makes me pause slightly looking back here, because this 68% is not a real 68%. It's one of their really, really good guys has an ankle injury but may play. That's what that means. So keep that in mind. It's still probably a good line, but you got to understand that Boise State is on the road here. And normally you just want home teams. Like, you can, with a reasonable estimation, looking at this list, there's 9 games. Normally we'd go 8-1 on average. And are there any health things that would change that? Well, Colorado State's got a big margin against UNLV, but they are not as healthy. This is an evenly sick game, and here, so really, you're supposed to go 9-0. You're supposed to go 9-0 on these. Harvard's got a -6 against Pennsylvania at strength of schedule. Watch out for that. And New Hampshire and Stony Brook could be a similar problem. But it likes that underdog right there. So that's looking at the NCAA file. Now let's go over to hockey, where there are 5 games on the schedule. We're waiting for some goaltenders, which always matter. Number 1 pick of the day, with McKinnon with no nose, is not playing against Chicago, so it's just the rest of the team on the road this time. So they're not defending. Whoops, they're not defending that home streak that they're on, but still really likes them against a Chicago team that's still struggling, and Marc-Andre Fleury figuring out which team he's going to play for. Does like Colorado's number 1 pick of the day. Boston and Arizona. Really bad line, and Tuukka Rask going. I bet you the over-under is only 5.5 in this game, and predicts more than that. Here we have a Washington game. I haven't been told yet today that I'm not allowed to bet on Washington, so I'll just assume I am, even though, no, actually I have been told, but I can't never bet on Washington. I can't be taken. People can't tell me who I can and can't bet on. Well, let's just say what the algorithm would say. Algorithm says that they do beat Dallas. Samsonov expected. I don't know about that. As a rough game last game, that's a good question. Could be Vanacek. How do you change this? This is a good way to end this video. How would you change this? What if it is Vanacek? What if it's Fukale, right? So it favors him with Samsonov. Good, I like Samsonov. But if you were to change that, the way to do that is to go into the goalie sheet here and sort by team, and you could say that you've got Vanacek, Fukale, and Samsonov. Well, let's take all 3 of these guys' names and move them over to the odds extractor real quick here. Wow, did they come in white? That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so what you can do is you can take Vanacek, for example, and put him right here. And once you do that, you copy this and put it right here, and then refresh. Now we have Vanacek, and things changed a little bit. What about Fukale? I like Fukale because he has that record of the most number of minutes without letting a goal in. CNS stats. Yeah, I think that's right. 66%. Are they all getting a 66% rating? No, I think they have different ratings. Yeah, no, Fukale's actually a 74, I think. All right, looks like I got a phone call. in that sense, it's all about the same. All right, I got to run. Take it easy. Good luck, everyone. May all your picks be winning.